Hey, welcome back, Star Wars fans. It's your old friend Dominic again with the Star Wars Build a Millennium Falcon model kit by Dio Goscinny. This is issue 50, so I am officially halfway there. Each issue after the first is €10.99. The first issue comes in at an introductory price of €3.50. They always give you the first hit for cheaper. That way you keep coming back for more. Every 25th issue is free for me through my news agent. So this being issue 50, my total investment so far in this project comes to a whopping €531.02, and we are only halfway there. So let me just dive right into this issue and show you everything that I found inside. So every issue comes with some stuff about the Star Wars universe, in addition to the pieces you actually use to make the one-for-one movie prop replica of the Millennium Falcon. Each issue kind of follows the same general content, but this one is the Starship Fact File. This is always what we introduce every issue with, and this is the AA-9 Coruscant Star Freighter, which not really a lot of interesting stuff here. Nothing too interesting. Yeah, I mean, it was obviously the ship, the model of ship that Anakin and Padme took from Coruscant back to Naboo. The most interesting write-up here was where they were talking about concept art and how they wanted it to look like an actual luxury liner, ocean liner. And it kind of does. I can see that spatial, you know. And then we have this article on the occupation of Lothal, which anyone who's a fan of the Star Wars Rebels series knows about Lothal and its status as an imperial planet that is constantly, in rebellion. This write-up about Old Joe and his outpost, where he has a clone transport assault boat above his antique shop. And that's pretty much it, really. So let's go ahead and take a look at parts bag number 50 and see what's inside. So here's parts bag number 50. Let me tear it open and take a peek at what came with this particular issue. So not a lot in this particular issue. I got this piece of jig, which all you put with the other piece of jig that I have. A piece of exterior hull, obviously this time for the upper hull. A piece of framing, which we'll use for today, and a number of actual 2 and 4 pin adapter pieces. So let me go ahead and take out the pieces I'll need for today, and we can start ahead with the construction. So this particular issue is all about adding on to the framing that I built way back in issue 4, which has just kind of been sitting neglected in my box of parts. So this is the basis of what I've already constructed, and I'll be adding on to this today. So between issue number 50 and 49 and 48, I've received 3 bags of framing pieces. So I'll just go ahead and tear these open and lay them out like the diagram has done for me in the instructions. So I've opened the 3 bags and laid them out like this. This is pretty much how they're going to be laid out. So the first step is going to be to add a 2-pin connector piece right here. So I'll go ahead and do that right now and show you what it looks like after and then I'm going to go ahead and fit it to this piece right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and show you what it looks like when I've added in this connector piece and connected it with these 2 screws. Great. So this is what the framing looks like now that I've added framing piece number 7. Next, I'm going to put framing piece number 8 right here by attaching a 4-pin adapter here, and then I'm going to put all 5 screws into place. So I'll go ahead and do that now and show you what it looks like once I've had those 2 pieces of framing added to the frame that I already had constructed. So now our framing looks something like this, and from the reverse side. But you know, I'm going to go ahead and put this plating piece on and actually fix it into place. It's just so I have one less thing sitting around, and also I think it makes the whole thing look just a little bit more complete and nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It doesn't tell me to do this in the instructions, but I'm going to do it. Screw it. So let me go ahead and start that now and show you what it looks like when it's actually locked into place. So that's what it looks like when it's put into place. The next step is going to be to attach two hole connector pieces here, here, and a 4-piece there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and show you what it looks like right before I test fit the next piece. So there are those 3 adapters, and now we have piece number 10 that needs to be fixed at these 4 points. It's pretty obvious how they go together. So I'll go ahead and do that now and show you what it looks like once that's in place. Okay, so framing piece 10 is in place. That is a very awkward piece to work with. Be careful not to bend it. It's awkwardly placed. The next step is to put a 2-pin adapter here and then attach part number 13 framing wise on there. So I'll go ahead and do that now and show you what it looks like, what it should look like once framing piece number 13 is actually in place. So framing piece number 13 is now in place. Next is to put number 12 into place, but first I have to attach a 2-pin adapter and a 4-pin adapter here and here. So I'll go ahead and do that, attach number 12, and give you a look at what the framing should look like after those steps have been completed. So when framing piece number 12 is in place, this is what it looks like. It's all very loosely attached. And now to add some stability to it, we're going to put an adapter here and one over here and attach this framing piece number 11 to it, and then we'll be done for the day. So great, let's go ahead and do that. So all said and done, this is what I now have to show for my construction efforts for today. I guess you would say it's a quarter, 1/4 of the upper hole. This obviously will go above this in this general vicinity because this collar, this rounded collar piece that you see here, is probably what I assume is where the cockpit sleeve will attach. I'm not quite sure how it's going to fit here and look flush and pretty, but we'll see what the instructions have for us in the future, so I can only venture a guess at this point. So let's quickly take a look at what we can expect with issue 51. So guys, I am 50% of the way done with this thing, and I'm on the second half now. Looks like next issue I'll be getting more framing pieces, probably to give this thing some more stability, and then a rib. So yeah, stay tuned guys, and we'll take a look at what this thing's shaping up to look like after I get these framing pieces together. Alright guys, please click the like button as always, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, may the force be with you. You know what, since this was such a short video, I actually, and I couldn't resist, so I had all these 1, 2, 3, and 4 hole pieces, and I ventured a guess that they all would connect together with the framing they gave me, and they weren't just random pieces. I consulted the blueprints, and this is how they configure into this formation. So you know what, to add a little more stability to the framework, I'm going to go ahead and just screw these into place. So let me do that now, and then show you what that looks like when that's finished. Alright, so that's what it looks like when I've secured those pieces into place. So the total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of frame, hole plating that's on the frame. And this is what it looks like from the reverse side. Very similar. So anyway guys, with issue 51 I'll be doing more framing, and I assume I'll be continuing this trend and maybe putting on more plating as well. So you'll see it kind of gradually form up into something more recognizable. Hey guys, take care, and I'll see you real soon.